from Benavidez camp. And
Happy. And who is he for offering me the money?
right,
Who is he?
it was said that it was 55.
Yeah, but who is he to offer me? And if he offered the amount, he say that amount I can make with anybody. So that's nothing.
You don't think that's the one of the biggest fights that can be made?
I don't maybe, who knows, but he brings nothing to the table for me. It's just he brings just 25 pounds more in the night, the fight on the night. That's it. But if he
Wow, man! Shout out to everybody at the house watching this, or in the car, wherever. Smash that like button and subscribe. You guys all know it's Corley Boxing, and we're definitely back with another banger. Um, yeah, man, Canelo Alvarez is pretty much saying right now, um, that David Benavidez brings nothing to the table. So he's pretty much saying that he brings nothing to the table, and Canelo Alvarez is saying he's the one. He's the guy. He's the A side. He's the guy. You know what I mean? And smash that like button and subscribe. I'm gonna continue to let him talk and see what else he has to say, you guys. Because Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia. If you guys been under a rock lately, Jaime Munguia versus Canelo Alvarez is going down in May, Cinco de Mayo weekend, and they're gonna be getting it on. So listen up.
if some promoter, not him because he's nothing to offer me anything. He's nothing to offer me money. You know, I'm the one. I'm the one. So, but if one promoter who I work to, they come and say, I offer to you 150 to 200 million. I fight tomorrow. That's the only. That's the only reason I fight with him because the only thing he brings to the table is 25 more pounds.
Wow, so he's pretty much saying, you guys, if you guys are just tuning in, smash that like button and subscribe. He's pretty much saying that he would only fight David Benavidez, right now for 150 million to 200 million because he's saying that what David Benavidez offered him before. He's saying that he can get that money with fighting anybody, fighting Joe Schmo. He feels like he brings that much to the table that he's gonna generate a certain amount of uh viewership by himself, and that's big, and a lot of fight fans don't know that. So they're thinking that, Canelo Alvarez is ducking. I don't think Canelo Alvarez is ducking. I just think that, at this point in time, he wants to get paid if he's going to fight a guy that's fighting at 175 pounds right now. But David Benavidez is going to be a whole different fighter after Archer Beterbiev gets through with him. I don't think he makes it out 175 pounds undefeated. Um, I think Canelo Alvarez will beat Jaime Munguia, and I think he will stop him. But as far as as far as David Benavidez goes, he's got to go the Archer Beterbiev route. Because I think Bivol is going to beat the hell out of Beterbiev is going to beat the hell out of Bivol, and at that point in time, there's only going to be one champion at 175 pounds. So all contenders and challengers have to go through Arthur Beterbiev, living in Canada, born in Russia. Smash that like button and subscribe, man. Arthur Beterbiev is, to me, is the best from 168 to 175 because you guys know Canelo Alvarez fought Bivol at 175 and went back down to 168. And Bivol said he would move down to 168, to get the fights, and stuff like that. But right now, Bivol has to worry about Canelo Alvarez. Bivol needs to worry about Arthur Beterbiev. It's like Beterbiev, Benavidez, Bivol. It's like a tongue twister. But yeah, smash that like button and subscribe. Let's see who's in the chat. Charles D says that nigga been getting paid and he ducking Benavidez. Hey, I mean, I'm gonna tell you some honest shit, man. David Benavidez, man, he says 2 to 3 years of being mandatory, and he said Munguia deserves his shot. That shit. Yeah, I mean, I feel you. No, I feel you. I don't think that Canelo Alvarez is ducking him. I just think that, my personal opinion, I think Canelo Alvarez, from a boxer's point of view, he wants to get paid. If he feels like he's gonna fight David Benavidez, he wants to get paid. And to be honest, some of these fighters, Canelo Alvarez is one of the top fighters, if not the top generating fighter, when it comes to revenue. Um, and with that being said, he knows his worth. Canelo Alvarez knows his worth. Canelo Alvarez knows that, you know, if I'm gonna take that type of challenge, damn near a cruiserweight coming into the ring, I want to get compensated for him. Because look, Canelo Alvarez is used to being a weight bully. In the David Benavidez fight, he will not be the weight bully. It's almost like David Benavidez has a cheat code to make 168, because I don't know how the hell he does it. He balloons back up to, you know, close to 200, if not 200. And that's from 168. So now he's at 175. I'm almost positive he's gonna rehydrate to over 200. But right now, man, David Benavidez, is just, he's on the outside looking in, to be honest. He's on the outside looking in. And I just feel like Canelo Alvarez, if he wins, when he wins, I hope he gives, Benavidez a shot, Crawford a shot. Let some of these other guys eat. Canelo Alvarez, you're not the only shark in the water. That's just a fact. There's other sharks in the water, and they're gonna have to swim together. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a pretty big field, but then again, with boxing, is small as well too when it comes to elite level fighters. Um, there's a lot of second tier fighters, and there's even more third tier fighters, but number one tier fighters, man, you see far few in between. And I think right now Canelo Alvarez is one of the top tier fighters, but I think that he's been having an advantage over a lot of his opponents, and I think that that's gonna, when he moves up in weight, if he ever fights at 160, 175 again, I just think he's gonna always have problems with the elite at 175, because there's too much heat in the kitchen, and we all know Canelo Alvarez doesn't want to get hit. Charles D says Canelo gets 20 to 30 mil a fight. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. He says he fought Kovalev, Bivol, and wanted to fight Badu Jack, but for Benavidez, he's now worried about big money. Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you what, man. Canelo Alvarez right now, you guys, has got a target on his back. I mean, he wants to reap the benefits, but he's not into doing too much. So I just think right now, man, you know, Canelo Alvarez is a good fighter. We all know, a great fighter, future Hall of Famer. David Benavidez is trying to cement his legacy, and I think with a Canelo Alvarez win, or a Canelo Alvarez, I mean, just imagine, Benavidez could be, possibly, depending on how he comes out of the Better Be fight, could be the first guy, to me, to stop Canelo Alvarez, or try to. You know, Canelo Alvarez is a good fighter. Yo, shout out to Charles D. He says Munguia hasn't done jack shit to earn that fight. Yeah, I mean, he hasn't beat anybody. He hasn't beat anybody. That's why I just think that Canelo Alvarez is gonna run through him. I think Canelo Alvarez is gonna stop Munguia um in the second half of the fight, 7 through 12. And I just think that I'm not even gonna lie, he might stop him in the first half. This is another fight that Munguia is gonna get exposed. You know, he hasn't been fighting tough, and I think it's gonna eventually show. You know, I think Canelo Alvarez knows what buttons to push, and he's gonna try. He's gonna try Munguia. You know, he's gonna definitely try him. McGee has been waiting his whole life for this fight. You know, he's been signed to Canelo to Oscar De La Hoya, and Oscar De La Hoya ever since the Saddam Ali win, you know, has been really trying to push him through and get him, try to get him good fights. And I just think that the last couple years, Hami Munguia hasn't been really fighting anybody. He's been fighting a lot of no name guys, that it's just wild. So I don't know. I just think right now Canelo Alvarez has to fight Munguia. They already started, the press conference and everything. And and yeah, man, I mean, look, man, the best has to fight the best. That's what I'm all about. And I just think right now, man, Benavidez is at the top of the game. I think Benavidez is at the top of the food chain at 168, but he went back down to, whatever. I don't know. I just think right now, man, Canelo Alvarez, he goes up and down in weight. He goes to 175, he goes to 168, he goes to 160. I mean, eventually that's gonna have to bite you in the ass. But we'll see. Yeah, shout out to Charles E says, but De La Hoya camp loses big fights when it the lights are on. Yeah, I agree. But you guys gotta understand, man, Benavidez, he's a good fighter and all, but there's holes in his game plan as well. And Demetrius Andre, I don't know what the hell he went in there trying to earn his respect for. I mean, the guy's way bigger than you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Right now, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you guys, Canelo Alvarez is gonna bully Hami Munguia. There's no two ways about it in my mind. He's gonna bully the shit out of him. He's gonna do what he wants to in the ring, and then he's gonna eventually, hunt him down like a gazelle or something. I mean, he's gonna get him out of there. He's gonna smoke him out. He's getting him out of there. You know, fighters like this and fights like this, you know, it could end bad. Because I don't think Hami Munguia is ready for Canelo Alvarez. I know it sounds crazy. He's later in his career, but that starts with the trainer. You gotta have a good trainer and stuff like that. And I think that Hami Munguia, has a pretty good trainer and stuff like that. And we all know that. You know, I don't know. Right now, I just think that both guys need to be focused. They got the trainers. Canelo's been with his trainer for a while. For a long time. Eddie Reynoso, but I believe Hami McGee is with Freddie Roach, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not exactly sure who his trainer is, but they got to come up with a game plan to not slug it with Canelo. Because I think if they use that strategy, you know, Hami McGee could get cooked quick. You know, um, but let me know what you let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please smash that like button and subscribe. And I gotta go, man. It's bedtime for me. You guys have a great day. Peace.